Today I will be doing an account tour. If you don't know, I've been doing YouTube for almost 3 years now. I started very late of 2021, and I've had my MCoC account for 4 years and 4 months, I believe. It was in June of 2020, so around that much. And I've been playing consistently, never really taking a break ever since I downloaded it. So yeah, I've gone through a lot of stuff with this game, and we're just going to talk about it through showing off what my account looks like. I don't make a lot of account tour videos, so I hope this one goes well. I don't know exactly what you guys want to see, but we'll go over all the basics. Starting with total number of heroes, 1,285. Don't know the exact amount of how many you can have, but it's pretty high, I think. So total base hero rating, a little bit over 5 million. Happy with that. Summoner prestige, 24,000, which I've been told is very low, but I also don't even have a 7-star at Sig 100 yet, so it kind of makes sense. And then my top 4, you can see them. Top 4 relics, you can see them. And then, yeah, we're going to move on to my alliance. I've been playing in the Book of Ashanti for 10 seasons now. I think about half of those seasons we were under a different name and then rebranded to the Book of Ashanti, but it has been the same alliance for 10 seasons. My favorite alliance ever. Like, these guys are so great. Love playing with them. Everything in this alliance is just chill vibes. We want to play competitively, but not at the expense of having a rough environment. So that's one thing we make sure to upkeep. And yeah, again, I just love it here. Playing for 10 seasons. I've been an officer for about 4 of them, 4 or 5. A shout out to all the guys in this alliance. We got MCoC Noob, which is a fellow content creator who is in the CCP, unlike myself. There's BG2, which I've been playing in for almost my entire time in this alliance. Guys like Ernest and Darkar and Nico, I remember for the longest time. So yeah, love these guys. If we look at the summoner leaderboard, my total summoner rating is not even in the top 30,000, which could be in part for me not playing the full 10 years, obviously, but also I just haven't put in the efforts to get like all of my 3 stars at the max rating and stuff like that. Strongest team, I genuinely don't even know what that means. I feel like it's top 5 champions, but I don't know if that's exactly what it is. Top 20,000 almost. Strongest team in alliance, same deal. In the middle, and then total summoner rating in the alliance is closer to the end at 20th. So yeah, those are some of the stats on this leaderboard. Our alliance rating for war rating is top 20, which is really awesome. Top 20 is the goal. We don't try to push top 10, but we'll be definitely happy if we make it top 10, but we always want to be top 20. And then for war rating in our region of the United States, we are 6th with this, which is pretty cool. And then alliance rating global, 186. Alliance rating in the region is 66th. Not entirely sure what alliance rating is. I think it's like total base hero rating added up or something. But yeah, that is the alliance details, and then some of my personal details on the leaderboard section. And next up, we're gonna move on to masteries. People tell me all the time I should make a masteries video, and I don't, because my build is literally called I'm Poor. That kind of describes why I don't have deep wounds, I don't have unfazed, I don't want to spend the units on it. I don't generally think it's worth it. Defense, I have maxed out in equity. It's like one of the most recent expensive masteries I bought, along with Resonate, which is just for war tactic. I have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, had that constantly. I don't remember the last time I've never had 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, because I play Mystics all the time. Mystic's one of my favorite classes. So we'll happily take that. Alliance War defense build, it's pretty bare bones. Again, I have basics like stand your ground and stuff, but nothing big. I probably need to turn willpower off, honestly. And then no Resonate, which is just another build I have for war. I don't have recoil masteries to make a recoil build, so my other one is just for no Resonate when I need it off for Alliance War, so yeah. And now we're gonna move on to content, starting with Axe content here. We go to Book 1, you can see that I have done 100% on acts 1 through 3. However, when we move to 4, 5, and 6, I have not finished them. Like, I just don't care. Like, if I'm gonna spend my free time playing this game, I'm just gonna do content that actually matters, or replay content that I find fun instead of doing that. And then, yeah, Act 7 through 9, I've done all the content that is there. Yeah. So that is the story content. We move on to special quests. Starting with Shooting Stars, 100%. Did that, like, very early. I don't think it was day 1 because I didn't have all the 7 stars I needed yet, but I got through that very fast. Grandmaster's Gauntlet, I've completed about 3 times. I didn't complete it at all until like the beginning of this year, so I was very late on playing it, but yeah, there's that. Eternity of Pain Acceptance, completed it day 1, did the Karina's challenges a little bit after that, and then Grief Incarnate, never did. I don't really care enough about the profile pic. I'm not going to wear it over my arcade one. Necropolis, 100%. Abyss, I've never done before. Don't really care about it. Labyrinth, or Road to the Labyrinth, done 100% the Road to the Labyrinth. Labyrinth of Legends, don't care about it. Probably never going to complete it. Realm of Legends, obviously completed that before. And then the Crucible, I did like the first week. I think like the second day I had the Crucible done. Never did normal difficulty, but don't really care about it again. No point in beating it. Move on to variants. You can see quickly what I have done. I've never done 100% on a variant before, but have completed all of them except for the first and the second one. I don't really know why, I just never did, but doesn't really matter too much. There's not really any point. Battlegrounds, you can see I'm in the Gladiator Circuit. I've hit the Gladiator Circuit every season except for, I believe, the very first one. Currently in Arcane 3, not pushing this meta because legitimately I think this is the worst meta they've ever put out. Hot take. I cannot stand it. And Quantum is usually where I finish in BGs. I don't even know if I'm going to go there this season. I don't know if I care enough. But yeah, that's BGs. We move on to the Crystals tab. Obviously, it's not going to look that impressive because of the Realm event, where it's Crystal Cleanup, where I popped open most of what I had. But if you want to see what I have left, a majority of it is just Tier 4 class Catalysts, and then the Arena boosts too, which I've only done an Arena grind like 3 times, and none of them were actually for 6 stars. So yeah, there's that. Special crystals, have a bunch of Solo Supreme crystals, which are just helpful for war boosts and stuff. Yeah, not really hoarding anything. I'm not much of a hoarder unless it's just a crystal that is gonna expire when I get the item. So yeah, move on to catalysts. Tier 1, Tier 2, I don't really know why you might want to see this, but figured I'd show it anyway. Tier 4, you can see I have 4 Tier 4 Alpha, which I'm probably going to use after the Titan Crystal from the Realm event, just to see if I can get anyone last minute there that I want to rank 3. And then, yeah, those are my catalysts. ISO, we can just go there and then skim through that really fast. Health and Energy, same deal, just go there and skim through it really fast. Champion items, I have a bunch of Ascension Dust. I haven't really seen a 6-star I've been really interested in taking up recently, so that stuff is piling up. Probably need to use some of it soon. But yeah, there's Ascension Dust. And then boosts, you can see the boosts I have here. And then other items, just got some random stuff. Like I got the these token things from, I don't even know what it was, like a Summoner Appreciation event maybe. And then got the Battle Realm Brawls sticker, and then there's Embers and Alloys. Who really cares about that stuff anyway? So yeah, next up we're gonna move to champions, I believe, and then we get to see the champions I have. This is gonna take a large portion of the video because that's probably what people care about the most. But looking at 1-stars first, I have every 1-star. The only star level where I have every champion in, because it's like the easiest to get all of them, but I find that pretty cool. 2 stars, you can see what I have, see what I have maxed out, and stuff like that. It's gonna get like really laggy here, but at the time of recording this, it was really laggy, and then I cut the clip for the 3 stars one, so I refreshed the game and stuff, so it's only gonna look laggy here. But yeah, you can see every 2-star I have, and then eventually every 2-star I don't have. Not much to say about it. I don't really know who really cares about this stuff. Do I have any unique 3 stars? Definitely some, especially from those collector crystals, like the special ones with like 2023 and 2024 champs. Yeah, and then here's the ones I don't have. Obviously, a lot of them. Not very accessible. It would be interesting if they made them a bit more accessible outside of special events, but I wouldn't really complain if they didn't. And yeah, that is all of my 2 stars, and then of course next up we move to 3 stars. You can see I have a lot of the newer ones maxed out because I do max out, or usually max out the new ones. As soon as I get them, I grind the arena for them and stuff. And then you can see I only have a few that I don't actually have. And then we move on to 4 stars, and I don't really rank 4 stars. It's probably like the worst class to rank, like the least worth it, and yeah, stuff like that. I don't even know what to say about it, but you can see there's what I have, there's what I don't have. Definitely still a lot of 4 stars I don't have. 5 stars, we'll skip to just Ascended first. You can see those 8. Usually not for a particular reason, but those are the 8 that I do have Ascended. And then here's all of the ones that I have, and then all the ones that I don't have at the very bottom, which we'll get to real quick. Just in case you wanted to see that, there they are. And then, yeah, we're going to move on to 6 stars, of course. Starting with the Ascended ones, we see I have, I think it's 20-something Ascended ones. 26 it looks like, if I did that math right. Some of them are still at rank 4, 4 of them are. But yeah, those are all my Ascended 6 stars. Most of them get used, some of them don't, like Dr. Doom was only for Necropolis and stuff, never used him since then. But here's all my 6 stars. In general, I'm going to scroll through this a bit slower, so you can see like some of the stuff I have at rank 3, some of the stuff I might have been like ranking early game and then just never continued with. Yeah, like that Toad I have at 6-star rank 3, he's an example of that. And then, yeah, we just continue to go down the list, and then you can see which ones I don't have, which is actually not as many as I thought. I expected to have a lot more unknowns than I actually did. Champions like Diablo and Ghost Rider, it's just like, how do I not have them already? It's kind of crazy. But now we move on to 7 stars. 7-star rank 1s I'm going to go through quite briskly, and then talk a little bit about my rank 2s and rank 3s. But you can see I have all of the Deathless Champions. I have all of them at rank 1 too, because I don't value them enough to actually rank them. Hopefully Deathless She-Hulk will be the exception when I get her, but either way, there are my 7-star rank 1s. Black Widow Deadly Origin from the Titan, of course. She's the only Titan champion I think I might have ever gotten who has never been rank 2'd. But now we move to rank 2s. Kushala up there, really nice. Ebony Maw, never really used him, but it was a good idea at the time. Photon, use her all the time. Shuri, really only used for Necropolis and never else. Gladiator is really good. Elsa Bloodstone's really fun. Storm X is cool. Spider-Punk is going to be really good for the future, I think. Luke Cage is awesome. Bones, I actually hate Bones. I can't stand his playstyle, so it was a bit of a waste of a rank up, but he's there. Titania is awesome. Shothra is really cool. Warlock, really, really cool. Man-Thing is so good for this Crimmy meta, that's kind of why he's there. Leader, really, really cool control champ. Mantis is awesome. Venom is awesome. Sunspots is awesome. Beta Rebel is cool, haven't really found a great use for him yet. Serpent, same deal, he's unduped, so I can't really run him in a BG's deck, mainly. So that's a little bit disappointing. But then Black Cat and Cersei at the very end. Black Cat's awesome. Cersei, I'm going to hope that she's useful. She was kind of a recent one. And then my rank 3s. So we're going to talk about these in order, just talk about my thoughts on the champion or why I ranked them up. And then, yeah, we have Mr. Negative at the top, first rank 3. My Sig 40 Mr. Negative pulled him 3 times from a crystal. I think the initial pull from him was Necropolis completion, so a really cool way to get him. And then Gore, my second one, Got a 7-star Gore, wasn't happy at first because I had the 5-star maxed out, 6-star maxed out. But then, once rank 3s became a bit more popular, which I'm saying that when he was my second one, so it's a little bit contradictory, but I got him at rank 3. He's super cool, love that. Emma Frost, rank 3'er at the time of when she was, like, extremely meta for the X Magicka saga. She destroyed everything in that saga, in War, and a bunch of other content. Love this champion. She's my best bullseye counter on my roster, which is super good for Battlegrounds. She completely destroys the guy, and love to see her get some use considering she is a 2018 champion, so always nice to see older champions get use. America Chavez, maybe the most used champion on my entire account, because let's be honest, she is completely ridiculous. So 4th rank 3 here, and yeah, she just does everything for me. She's good in like every single piece of content in the entire game. Absolutely no regrets whatsoever with this rank 3 Chavez, and she's just extremely cool, so I'm very happy to have her on my roster. And then we're going to move on to number 5, which is Penny Parker, a champion who fits very well with my BG's deck, because generally I ban Cosmic champions, and Penny, once you can get rid of the top Cosmic options, she is just a nuisance on defense, and it's really, really awesome to see, because she kind of just got destroyed on defense when they released like 4 counters to her in 3 months, but nice to see her get some use again, especially on attack too. I have a lot of Penny content on attack. Killmonger, my Necropolis Exploration Selector Prick was a dupe on Killmonger. He is my highest SIG'd 7-star at SIG 90. Again, I don't have a single 7-star at SIG 100 yet, but he might be the first one to get there. And yeah, he's really good on defense. You just need to kind of draft around CGR or ban CGR. Don't really like him for attack, but he is pretty cool. Number 7 is Dust. Really nice BG's defender. She has some cool stuff for attack. I haven't found a lot of insane uses for her for attack, because Onslaught just kind of overshadows her, because the guy is literally like the most overtuned champion in the game, unfortunately. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm sure I'm going to find some more uses for Dust eventually. Number 8 is Morbius, who I rank 3'd for Alliance War attack for this current tactic. He's very good for this current tactic. Really like to see Morbius get use, because he definitely was undervalued when he first came out, and it turns out he's actually quite good in Battlegrounds, and again, War this meta he's really nice for, and a great quester. He does a lot of cool stuff, so yeah, that is Morbius. He is duped as well, so we can take a lot more Mystics when they are bleed immune specifically, and then I think I have him like versus like a Terrax or something on as a video. Then we move on to Silk, one of my favorite science champions in the game. Sometimes people ask me if I like Luke Cage so much, then why didn't I rank 3 him instead of Silk? And the simple answer is just I like Silk more. Silk is like my favorite science champion to play probably. So while I think Luke Cage is insane and I'm really underrated, I just prefer playing Silk more, so that's why she's ranked 3. And I do think that Silk is a better champion, but recently I've made more content on Luke Cage than Silk. She's just super awesome, and once I duped her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rank 3 this champion. And then the last one, number 10, which is really just for Alliance War defense, is Mangog. I used to put out some content for Mangog. I think he's alright. He really needs to be punching down a rank to be good in Battlegrounds, but when you can do that, he's decent for Serpent, he's decent for Maestro, but you kind of need to be punching down a rank, which is unfortunate, but at least I have him at rank 3, so it's a bit more likely for me to be able to punch down a rank. And then lastly, we have Relics, which, if you don't know, there's 24 Relics in the game, so we can just count how many I have when we filter by star level. You can see by 3 stars, again, I have all 24 of them. Then we move to 4 stars. Apparently I'm missing 1. I don't really know exactly which one it is, but you can probably figure it out if you do the math, I guess I should say. I don't know. But yeah, and then 5 stars I'm missing 2, because I only have 22 of them. Again, not sure which ones, but I'll get them eventually, hopefully. Relics, they made like a promo code with like 5 relic crystals in them recently, and then 5-star relics, and then I got all dupes from that today. Unfortunate, but whatever. And then yeah, 6-star relics I have 19, so missing 5. Hopefully I'll get some of those eventually. But yeah, that is my account tour. I don't think there's anything else I really need to go over. But if there's something in the comment section that you might want to put down and ask me about, I'm sure I'll be happy to answer it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.